Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we're looking at the new Marvel Legends new look for Vision. I believe this is just one of the new looks for him in the Marvel Now comics. I looked it up a little bit, and it seems like some people are confused as to what look this is. As far as I can tell, it's just one of his new looks in one of the storylines for the Marvel Now. Maybe it's in one of the series, like animated series, I'm not sure. It's not a movie figure, as far as I can tell. It's not like he's going to get this suit in the movies, but who knows? Maybe he will. And it's basically the same as the old Vision with a couple of changes and obviously a whole lot of paintwork. So let's get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands roughly 17 centimeters tall, just under, which makes him just over 6.5 inches. And if you haven't guessed already, it's the Bucky Cap mold. We're still milking it. We're still using that mold. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. It's good because it's a pretty solid mold. I like it. It's a pretty neutral middle ground mold. Mostly sculpted well. You can see the shoulders fall pretty far back on the torso from the profile. They're not too far forward, so that's a good thing. But I have to say, how many molds can you use for the same figure? Now, this isn't the DCUC line where everybody uses it for uniformity. This is Marvel Legends, so I think they're getting to the point where it's time for a new generic mold. That's good, but it's okay. This guy's loaded with paintwork. Lots and lots of paintwork. We'll get into that. He has a new cape, and I like it. I like the rounded hood. I like the way it sits on the shoulders. That's not always something we get, so that's pretty good. It's pretty well molded to him. The problem is, if you look at the cape, it hangs straight down and has a bit of a curve to it, and then the folds stick forward a little bit at the bottom. So they're pushing his lower half forward, and he is kind of in this slightly hunched position. And there's no good way to do anything about that, because when you want to bring the legs back, the folds that they put there are right in line with where the legs go. So they tend to go like that or like that, but pretty much mostly just like that, which puts the cape at an angle. It's not horribly noticeable, but it's not ideal. It would have been better if it was back just a little bit, kind of like that. Just bring it back just a bit, and it would have been great. But it's all right, and it's painted well enough. That green line up there on top of that darker metallic green looks pretty good. So I like it. I like the cape. I just wish these wrinkles were in a different location and pushed back a little bit. The paint job on this guy is basically everywhere. It's really nicely done in some cases. It's cool. They put a lot on there. It looks really good. You can see lots of color on this guy. But if you look up close, it leaves a little bit to be desired. You can see right in the yellow. It's pretty translucent. And you can see some spots. Same thing going on with the red. The red's very spotty. It is cool that the red's glossy, and then the green and yellow, or the green is not, and the dark green's metallic. So it has a very nice appeal. It just needed to be executed a little bit better. You can see a little bit of spotting going on the thigh there. This bicep is a total mess. It's supposed to be a straight line, and it's not. So as you can guess, the paintwork is not very well done, but it is there, and some of it's done well enough. Most of it's done well enough that it looks pretty cool. We have the lining on the boots. Looks pretty nice. It's a new head, and it is sculpted. You can see the ridge going around the red and green seam. The eyes have a really nice black with yellow look, and it doesn't have a giant lump on it like the old Vision head did. I'm pretty sure it hit a lump back here. So this head's really nice. It has those rounded ear pieces, a little bit more traditional looking. I really like this head sculpt. Although his nose is still super boxy, I don't know why they're doing that. It's a really boxy nose. I wish they'd fix that, but still, it looks really good. So despite the fact that the paint on this guy is a little bit sloppy, it's lined up pretty well, and the varying colors just really look cool. And I'm actually kind of excited to get one of these guys. This one was just loaned, or lent. I guess lent is the right word. Lent to me for review. So I don't own one yet, but as you can see, he's a really sharp looking figure. You put him on the shelf and he's going to stand out. So I'm very pleased with it despite the shortcomings. So I'm going to recommend this guy 100%. I do like it. I recommend it 100%, meaning it's not 100% good, but it's 100% something you probably want to buy. Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense to me, and I guess that's going to have to do. Alright guys, there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.